Hello, this is Yahweasel. What you see on screen here is my channel analytics from the beginning of time, from the beginning of my channel. If you look at them, what you'll see is sort of steady-ish growth for the first 2 years, basically, up until May-ish 2015, and then absolute stagnation for 3 years. If I removed Final Fantasy VII for NES, frickin' Mavis Beacon teaches typing, and Shadow Key from those results, what you would see is just nothing. Basically, those account for essentially all of my views. And while obviously I don't do this just because, yeah, let's rake in those views, I don't even do, I don't monetize my videos, so it wouldn't make any money if I did. Any sort of creative work, and Let's Playing isn't a particularly creative work, but it's, there's some modicum of creativity to it. Any creative work is a social experience, and the social side of it in the case of Let's Playing is people watching your videos, and they're not. They're not. On sort of a part 2 of any series, it's quite usual for me to have tops 30 views. And a really, that's a good one. That's one that's doing quite well. So I enjoy playing the games, but, there's a lot of extra work to make them videos that then nobody watches. And I don't think I enjoy it enough to justify that anymore. And the other side of this, of course, is the social side. That is the social side, but it's in the social media side, the chat side. I'll be honest with you, the general channel on my Discord server has been muted for months. I used to think that the sort of view of liberals created by the alt-right was essentially a fiction, with just sort of a few highly illiberal examples as the examples of that. Very rare. I used to think that until every caricature from that farce joined my Discord server and started whining continuously. And I hate it. I don't like talking there. It's really annoying. And dare I ever bring up, any video games or anything, I don't want the topic to be continuously me, but it is my Discord server. Occasionally things that relate to what I do should be discussed. Essentially anytime I bring any such thing up, it just sort of trickles away and nobody actually seems to care, and certainly a lot of people who are there don't actually watch essentially any of my videos, and yeah, that's that. So I'm not getting a lot of joy out of this right now. I've been thinking about, how to change things for a while. I put a poll on the Discord server, asking people what they would like to change, and the overwhelming winner was nothing, which really wasn't an actual option, because I was definitely going to change something. And the thing is that, I'm preaching to the choir, right? I'm talking to the people who actually watch my videos, and if you didn't watch my videos, then you wouldn't be saying this, and so what's the point? So I'm going to change drastically. I'm going to finish out the Elder Scrolls Arena. My polls are now closed. I've gotten rid of them. No more polls. That's not a thing that exists. And after the Elder Scrolls Arena, Random Game Weekly is canceled. And from that point on, the two things I do, and I'm not going to pretend to have the same kind of regularity to it, but the two things I do are obscure games and co-ops. That's it. Eventually I'll finish Saga Frontier, because I should. But that might even count as an obscure game. But other than that, those are the two things I do. Obscure games and co-ops. And, you know, the co-ops I do don't have to be obscure games, but they can be, and that would be fine too. Because the thing is, that's what I enjoy, and I don't think that it's going to get any more views, but the top viewed videos I have are obscure games. They're Final Fantasy VII for NES, which I can never escape, Mavis Beacon teaches typing, which is sort of not obscure, but the notion of a Let's Play of it is a bit obscure. And Shadow Key, which is, it's sort of not obscure in that everybody knows, or many people know that it exists, but it's very obscure in that it's hard to actually run it. It's hard to make it happen. And so, again, a playthrough of it is quite obscure. So, given that that's, you know, what actually gets any sort of views at all, and given that that's what I enjoy, and given that that's why I made the channel in the first place, that's what I'm going to do. I'm unsure what I'm going to do about my Discord server. I'll be honest, I don't like it. I kind of just want to delete it. I don't think that would be fair to the people who are there, but it definitely brings me no joy. There you go. But yeah, I'm not using polls anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. I am going to... And I'm not going to try to be consistent anymore. I might even try to do some more sort of heavily edited review-style videos. If I do that, then my output will drop drastically. But one way or another, I'm not continuing the pattern I have, because it is not entertaining me enough, and it is not entertaining you enough. Well, it's entertaining, obviously it's entertaining the people who have bothered to listen to 7 minutes of me rambling right here, but it's not entertaining, you know, enough people. We're talking 30 views per video, and bear in mind, that's just the view count. Like, most of those didn't bother to watch it through. We're talking, you know, maybe 10 actual views per video. If you actually watch my videos, you are in a tiny group. So given that neither side of that is bringing any joy, I am going to stop. From now on, obscure games and co-ops. And that's it. To that end, I'm going to try to bring back democracy. I'm going to try to bring back open call democracy. I'm going to try to make those happen again. I'll be honest, my level of enjoyment of open call democracy is a bit mixed, but normal democracy I really enjoy a lot. And I will probably try to make other such weird hacks, because those are a lot of fun. Even though nobody watches and nobody actually gives a crap. But at least I enjoy myself when I'm doing that kind of thing. So, once again, I'm going to finish out Arena. I'm not doing the polls anymore, which, by the way, implies no more once-off streams. So I'm just going to do normal Arena streams until that's done. And then no more attempt at consistency. From then on, just... I was about to say bootlegs, just obscure games, which certainly includes bootlegs, and co-ops. Occasionally that'll be streamed. Probably anytime I'm playing an obscure game, it'll be streamed. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Cheers from Yahweasel.